Hi, Rob. Oh, no, it's fine, thank you.
Absolutely.
Preview of tomorrow's home fixture against Brentford. Norman was part of the broadcast media. And whatever you're ready, Chris.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
Just starting with team news, do you have any updates? And how is João Palhinha getting on?
João Palhinha is going to be involved in the game. He's going to be involved in the squad list. Apart from João, just Mitrovic is going to be out of the game. All the other players they are going to be ready.
Has a bid been accepted for Mitrovic?
No, I don't have this information. No updates in the regarding that matter. When I'm saying that he's out of the game because, as you know, he had a problem in his ankle last game. He's doing individual work. He's not working with his teammates because they're injured. About the possible bid and the deal, the information that I got before I came, that no updates on that.
And you signed Adama Traoré. What will he add to the squad?
Okay, well, as you know, we left our football club, Cabano, Manor Salomon and Daniel James in the wide positions in our attack line. We haven't signed no one before Adama. We need clear players in that area of the pitch. He's not and was not just one. Right now we have signed Adama. Of course, we are looking for another one for that area of the pitch. As you know, he's a player that knows really well Premier League. He has the enough experience at this level. Powerful is a player that will give us in certain type of games and certain moments of the game something different. There's another one that come to help us to be stronger.
Are you hoping to complete a few more signings before the window ends?
We have to. I'm open. Of course, we have to. No, I don't see possible to do in a different way than not to sign players. That is the reality. Is our reality. We will keep short in numbers in certain positions. We are really short. We are just 2 fullbacks in our squad. That means that we need at least more 2 fullbacks to come to our football club, and we are looking for other positions to strengthen our squad. Hi, good afternoon. Good to see you.
You went to a difficult round last weekend and got the job done. That performance against Everton and the result. This is the type of Fulham we want to see throughout the season in terms of the consistency level.
In terms of performance, no. Being honest with you, in terms of performance, no, was not at our best level at all. We analyze that we have to play really better to be at close our best level. That is the main. The aim for us and the goal for tomorrow to start to improve in certain aspects of the game that are important for us. And of course, in terms of results, we are really happy, and it's a good sign to see our team able to win a game away from home, first game of the season at Goodies, and that is always really difficult. Without the best performance, be able to come with a clean sheet and to win the game, and it was a great feeling for us. Was in terms of result a great start for us. We know that we have to perform better.
2 games against Brentford last season and 2 different outcomes. How similar do we think tomorrow might be to the last time we played them at home?
It will be more or less the same. I think the game at home and the game away against them, you see many things similar there. Of course, the home team won in both occasions, but we saw 2 different teams, the way we approach the game, but 2 teams that they want to win the match as well. As you know, it's going to be a derby, and derby is always special. It will be a special game for our fans, for our players, for Brentford players for sure as well. Tight game, lot of challenge for sure, and of course you want to be on a front foot. You want to start the game well to get that boost that we need, and to use the home factor as a key part of the game, and of course to help our fans, to help us, and to hope that they can create the environment, the atmosphere that pushes us forward as more as they can, because we are going to need it to win the game.
In terms of the opposition, what do you think are the main differences between Everton away and Brentford at home?
Completely different situations. Of course, it will be our first home game of the season. Is always a special occasion. Is always a special feeling. Coming from a good win Okay, our confidence has to be there in a very good level, and I hope our players, they can feel it from the first moment of the game and they can show it as well. And of course will be important, but will be different. It will be different because they are different teams. You cannot compare. Each team has his own personality, has his own way to play, and of course Everton is done, and we already analyzed the things from the game. Now we have to go in direction of Brentford.
Do you think that Fulham potentially are on track to do even better this season and maybe aim for Europe this season?
We have to be realistic, first of all. Keep the feet on the ground, but don't lose the ambition. You know myself, you know the way I like to approach and the way I like my teams to play, and the way I'm really, I have the desire to do better and better and better. Let's see. Okay, the market's still open, many things still to happen for our squad. If you want to aim important things this season, and of course after you can talk about it.
And from a manager's point of view, personally, what do you expect from yourself this season, especially first home match of the season? The fans will be buzzing against Brentford.
Yeah, it will be, and I hope really that they can create what we need. I think they will be a key part, like they were most of the times last season. To don't say every time we play home, they were a key in the great season we had. And of course, tomorrow being a derby will be first game of the season after a tough win away from home. First game of the season at home at Coaches, of course, after a very good win, but tough last week. Being a derby, I think everything will be there for us to have a special afternoon. Up to us, up to our fans to do their job as well, and of course, hope that Brentford is not going to be in their best day because they are a tough team to play against as well. Thank you.
Because Marco, hello. This was your first Premier League win of last season in August against Brentford, a really memorable match. Mitrovic getting the winning goal in the 90th minute. You smile as you remember that. I mean, how important was it to get that first 3 points back in the Premier League, and how fondly do you remember that game?
Yeah, it was really important. I have to say that our start of the season before was really good. That game was the second of the season. The first game made a huge impact in our season, the way we started against Liverpool at home. Of course, after we did another draw away from home against Wolves, and the game against Brentford at home, and it was a good performance. I think our first half was at very good level. I remember the game, of course. Second half not so good. They come back stronger in the second half, and we are able to win the game in the last moments. And it was a special derby. It was the first derby against Brentford in the Premier League, and was always special to win in that way. Is what it is now. Will be another story. Will be different story as well. Of course, we want to win. If you can perform like we did that first half, I'm 100% sure that you are going to be closer to win the football match. But we know how they are tough. We know the great season they had as well. How they are really tough to play against. They are going to obligate us to be always the full focus on the game, because they can punish you in different ways. They are really strong in counter-attack, but at the same time they are really strong in set pieces as well, long throws, all that situation that we know that come from Brentford that you are going to face. But okay, you are playing home, you want to be on the front foot, you want to have the special feeling again, to have to can win a derby at home.
Both teams, as you say, performed really well last season, finished in the top half of the Premier League. Is it realistic that you think they can both achieve that again this season and maybe improve on how you finished?
I don't know. I think should be, and I know Frank really well. I know the way he approach, and you can feel the way Brentford as a club, they have been approaching all the games, and from the moment they were promoted. Of course, they are both teams with big ambitions, but sometimes you have to support the ambitions with many things in a different ways. Of course, let's see what is going to happen. What I know that is going to be a really tough Premier League for many clubs.
There's a rivalry between the two clubs, the two sets of fans, but is there a respect between the two managers? You say,
between the two managers, between the players, for sure, and rivalry is important always to be around, for you to feel that emotions in the game. But of course, we respect all of us, and we good connection between myself and of course with Frank, and each one is going to try to win the game as the best way both can. But of course, at the end, we respect each other, like should be with everyone, of course.
And you played each other very recently. You play each other in America. You've beaten Brentford recently. Does that help your preparations for this game?
It was a pre-season game, as you expect. In that game, you can see some characteristics from both teams there. Definitely, you can see if you analyze. In a pre-season match, of course, more mistakes, more things to settle, more things with more time to gel. The things are going in the right direction. And when you analyze the last game they played, you start to see again some important things in Brentford side that is a characteristic from them. But okay, it was another game between clubs that they know each other really well, and tomorrow we are going to be the second this season, even if the first was in a pre-season friendly.
Missing Mitrovic with an injury, does that kind of keep him out of the way of us asking you questions about him, us asking him questions about his future?
You can ask me everything what you want about Mitrovic. It will not be a problem for me, to be honest. I just was honest with you about the situation and why he's going to be out of the squad list for tomorrow. Business from this club and all the situation, I'm focused in the game. You have people to take care of it, but you can ask everything what you want. Feel free to ask everything what you want about Mitrovic, no problem.
Well, while he continues to be, that there continues to be speculation about him possibly...
What I can tell you, sorry to interrupt you, is not the injury is not going to be something serious. Is what I can tell you. It's not something really serious that is going to be out of competition during 3-4 weeks. Will not be.
So he would be, he would pass a fitness test if he was leaving, or he might still be available.
This is okay. You are supposing things that I'm not here to talk about. If you want to ask me about Mitrovic or the other players, I'm going to answer to you about supposing that if he's going there or there. Okay, I will not even to waste time with this situation.
Okay. Have you been watching the Women's World Cup? And I just wonder if you, as a manager, have you got ambitions of being a national manager?
No, my focus right now is in Fulham, is in a club. Of course, you as a manager, of course, the feeling to be in a European competition or in one World Cup is always a nice feeling, I believe, or something that I never experienced in my career. But of course, it will be a great feeling when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen in the future. Right now, is not my focus. Yeah. Thank you.
Ruben, this is the last section for the broadcast.
Hi.
Hi, Marco. Just a bit more on Thomas Frank. How high did you rate him as a manager, and what sort of attributes does he bring to the table in terms of tactically?
Firstly, of course, he's doing a great job. Since they got promoted, the way the first and the second season they remain the very good season in both moments, and is being impressive the job that he's doing. Tough team to play always against. Doesn't matter the moment of the season. Doesn't matter if they come from a good run or not. They are really tough to beat. Compact side. Very good organization, normal defensive organization. They can play in two different systems, with 5 at the back, with 4 at the back, and they can do both situations during the game as well. And of course, this comes from the manager, the organization that he gives, and the feedback that he gives for his players, and of course, he's doing a great job.
Your new signing, Raúl Jiménez, when he was at Wolves, maybe early on in his career there, was scoring a lot more goals than he was towards the end. I know that we've had injuries as well, but what can you do to sort of ensure he gets back to that scoring form?
Okay, is what we hope, and we are here to help him like you have been helping our players the last 2 seasons. I think what we did with most of them since we arrived in Fulham, I think we can do the same with Raúl, because now it's easy to talk about the player A, B, C or D, go back 3 years and see where they were and how they were performing. Our idea is to do the same with Raúl. We can see on him very good skills to help us, to give different things for us than the other strikers they gave us in the last few seasons. Of course, with Mitrovic last season, we in some moments we missed a little bit more mobile striker. Raúl can give us these different things, and let's hope we can. And I'm really confident that you can keep him in a very good level. And of course, the goals will help him. But goals will be a consequence from our game, the way we are going to play. Raúl or Vini or Rodrigo or Mitro, they are not going to score alone. They need a team to provide for them the chances.
What is it he does? What impresses you?
Okay, I know very well him since he was in Portugal before he come to the Premier League. I know very well him. He's a player that when he's in a very good moment he can score. He's a player strong with head. He's a player that can attack the space. He's both fits. He has good finishing as well. I think it's up to us to put him in the best level we can. You remember first time he arrived in Premier League, the first 2-3 seasons, and his numbers, they were impressive. The way he helped always his team to be stronger. It's up to us now to work with him and to make him to go for the level that he can be.
So then that's the broadcast section finished. We move on to the writers.